There I am. Kiki, Sal, Kiki, Sal, what we doing? What we doing? How you bees? How you bees? Baby, I finally caught you too, baby. I'm so happy you here. Kiki, not that you got to, but listen, baby. She's spending some money so that when I drop the link, you could come on up. That's if you want to, baby. You ain't got to. You ain't got. Hey, wait a minute. And you ain't even gotta go on camera, baby. We can use your voice. You can go on audio, baby. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Babies, welcome to your full moon in Scorpio, baby. And I wish I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hand through all of this shit because I'm telling you right now, this energy ain't gonna be easy. This ain't gonna be no light energy. Nope. Nope. Let me do this real fast. Let me turn this down because baby, if YouTube catches me listening to any Mariah or Phyllis Hyman, they're gonna strike this. They're gonna strike this little channel. They're gonna strike this little channel. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Yeah. Kiki, Kiki, let's dissect that. Here's a few things. Did you really have a bad day? Or was it like a bad 20 minutes? And did that have anything to do with you? Or was it because of all the energies out there? Break it down, break it down, break it down, baby. Because if you can break it down, we can get to the root of the matter. First off, let me sanctify my area. A little palo santo. Yo, this babies. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So baby, I'm gonna talk a little bit and then we're gonna get into some readings. So stick around, all right, babes? And in the meantime, everybody here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those things. Share the video, share the live out. Share the live out. Let's see if we can get some new peoples up in here. Y'all, I'm telling you something. I love you guys. I really do. Please follow me on the TikTok because I think I'm going to be going over there because I've been having really good success on the TikTok. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Please make yourselves known in the chat. We're going to do some readings, just some general readings. All of that. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, y'all. What is that? Hi, Ronnie. Wait, what is it? Hey, what's this? Oh, what's this? Where have you been? What's this? Where have you been? Hi, baby. Where have you been? Oh, honey, I missed you. I missed you. We're gonna get into some readings. We're gonna get into some readings, okay? Stay with me. We're gonna get into some readings, okay? Let me oh Lord, let me get into this real fast. Okay, y'all, here we go. So tonight, Autumn, Lady Autumn, there you go. Y'all, please don't forget to hit the like. Please don't forget to hit the like and share the video and all that other stuff. We're going to do a little few. We're going to get in some readings, y'all. We're going to get in some readings. Wait a minute. Let me drop the link one more time. Let me drop the link one more time. Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. And we're going to get into this. All right. Let's get into this first. Okay. So like I said, we're under this Scorpio full moon, and I'm going to be very real with you all, and I'm going to hold your hands while I'm saying this. This energy is not going to be light. This energy is not going to be light. Back in the big truck on the road for you. Yes, what's this? I feel you, baby. I feel you. Stay with me. Stay with me for a little bit, honey, okay? Oh. All right. Tonight, you all, this energy is not going to be easy. And this is not one of those soft, feel good full moons. This full moon in Scorpio. This full moon in Scorpio is gonna kick deep. This one is gonna kick deep. Let me see where's my media as this. Here we go. This right here, she about to whoop our ass. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. We got Lady Autumn up in here. Hold on. We got that. Greetings, my love. What's going on?
Hello. Good evening, everybody. How you doing?
I'm feeling some good energy real fast.
Oh, I wish it was.
No, you fake.
We lost the fight. We lost this fight. Yeah.
We lost in this fight.
We lost this fight. Yeah.
But it ain't the fat lady sings, and baby, you ain't even cleared your throat yet.
I know. But anyway, other than that, it was a good day. I took care of some business I really needed to take care of. You know, I'm always transparent. I'm gonna keep it brief so you can do what you need to do. But I'm gonna say this. I told you about them gentrifying our neighborhood.
Yes.
By my life being so chaotic, I missed one mortgage payment, not two, not three. I missed one, and
baby,
they sent me
losing one is enough for them to go into action.
And they sent me a foreclosure. A foreclosure notice, and I'm laughing because everybody think it's, you know, I don't feel as though I had to show my business, but I did have to show a couple of people because people really didn't believe me. I said, here's the paperwork right here. They was like, oh my God. I said, because they want my neighborhood. I was like, the school was just, because the school is right down the street. The school was step one. Step two is the homes and the small businesses. And it's sad because these shady dealings is going on. And, you know, I'm like, you know, behind closed doors, like all of these deals is already made without us knowing about it, you know, and they just going through the steps like, you know, we can fight to save our neighborhood, but it's already going. It's already going. It's just, you know, we just gotta wait it out till they, you know, come through and say, get out.
Let me say this to you, Miss Autumn. Let me say this to you. Do you you know what? And I do not want to, I really don't want this channel to go on to be politics, but we really can't talk about things in the world without talking about this geopolitical climate that we're in. Before we do that, Mr. Stevens, how are you, love?
I'm fine. I'm sorry for my tardiness.
You're good. Before I get into this, you good? You want to say anything before I get into this real fast?
You know, I saw yesterday, I just wanted to say, I thought about you when I saw the big moon in the sky yesterday. Oh my goodness.
It was beautiful. It was.
Was she showing out? Honey, I came home. I was coming home from dinner with a friend of mine. And he was parking the car. I said, oh, she is showing her natural ass out here tonight. Oh, La Luna, stop playing. But tonight, I want to say this much. Tonight, we're under what they call a micro moon. And what that means is that it is further away from the earth. But that moon, that the fact that she is that bright and she's pulling further away is so that we can, it's a metaphor for us to pull back and look at perspective. We got to pull back and look at perspective. Mr. Stevens, let me finish this train of thought because if I don't, I'm going to lose it. So for Miss Autumn. Yeah. So here it is, Miss Autumn. You know how you were saying, like, you know, these deals have already been made and all this and the other. Listen, in Ontario, California, last month, in the middle of the month, this young man went and he set this warehouse on fire. He was working for these people, and the renter of this warehouse, not even the owner of this warehouse. The renter of this warehouse was Kimberly Clark. Kimberly Clark is like paper towels, napkins, and
Yes.
toilet paper. All right. So he videotaped himself setting the warehouse on fire. Now, mind you, nobody lost their lives. Nobody lost their life. There was no loss of life here. All right. As he was setting the flame, he was saying, all you had to do was pay us enough to live.
Wow.
All you had to do was pay us enough so we wouldn't have to do this. I need you to hear the verbiage. All you had to do was to pay us enough to live, or pay us enough to where we would not have done this. He wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the collective.
Yes.
Since then, and this you're not hearing in the mainstream media, there has been 40 other warehouses throughout the nation that had mysteriously went ablaze.
Wow.
So the warehouse is insured. Kimberly Clark, it was like the inventory in that warehouse it constituted like maybe 3% of their gross profits. So it's really not nothing. Don't get me wrong, nobody should be setting shit ablaze. But this is what I want you to understand, Miss Autumn. This is what I want you to understand. Two things. They are ready to sentence this young man to life in prison for what he did. Meanwhile, we have names that have been on the Epstein file, and there has been no type of investigation. And what that tells me a couple of things. Number one, that this nation cares more about what you wipe your ass with than they do their children. And number two, people are tired of this bullshit.
Yes.
People are getting tired, Miss Autumn, of this bullshit. And I'm telling you that, Miss Autumn, because I'm getting the feeling that you feel like you're alone in this struggle. You're not. You're not alone in this struggle, Miss Autumn. You are not alone in this struggle. Everybody in this country is living under a pressure cooker due to this administration. Well, I wouldn't even say this administration. I would go on to say with this administration and the lack of any kind of messaging from the other side.
Yes.
So at this point in the game, people are feeling very politically homeless with what is going on, like with this full moon. And then again, you're like, Miss Ronnie, if you don't change your tune, I always make you aware of last year when Pluto entered Aquarius. We are seeing in real time in 4K the dissolvement of these institutions that felt that they were too big to fail, that felt that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to us people. We're seeing that pushback. We're seeing that pushback. And baby, these people are scared. These people are not ready for this. They don't know whether to shit or go blind. They are not ready for this. So Miss Autumn, I am in no shape, form, or fashion am I minimizing your efforts. I'm not trying to placate you. None of that bullshit. None of that bullshit. What I do want is if it's possible, I want you to find whatever reserves that you have in your bandwidth to allow for the possibilities. That's all I'm saying. Because, sweetheart, with what is going on, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We understand, we could see the topical, but we don't know what's going on. And I'm not talking about our politicians. I'm talking about universal forces. That's what I'm talking about.
Understood.
That's what I'm talking about.
Understood.
Your efforts cannot come back empty until where you sent them. So yes, I know it's very easy to let you know, Miss Ronnie. I put a lot of effort into this. You know, I did the best I could, and to feel that sense of disappointment. That's the game that is trying to win. Your pushback, Autumn, is simply this. You may have got me this time, but I promise you, I won't be making the same mistakes that I made in this game the next round. And Miss Autumn, there will be a next round. You tired. But Miss Autumn, you ain't out this game. You're not that woman. You're not that woman to get pushed down and stay down. You not her. You are not her. Go ahead, mama, go ahead. Be mad, cry, cuss, do whatever the fuck it is you need to do. Get it all out. And when you done, and you wiping the snot off your nose, you wiping the tears from your eyes, you put some water on your face, and you look at that woman in the mirror and like, you know, you done crying? Because we still got work to do. And then you take that breath and you get back to work. You get back to work.
I got it.
Take what you need to do. You take what you need to do, Miss Autumn. But you get back to work. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. And your tribe is over here. We pushing for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure, baby. My pleasure.
I'm gonna drop
I'm gonna get you guys. I need you all to hear about this Scorpio moon. I need you, Mr. Stevens, to hear it in particular. You good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna drop you down. All right. So like I was saying, y'all, right now, there are going to be some feelings that are coming to the surface that we cannot ignore. Let me see if I've got it in my media assets. I want to show you I want to pull up the moon tarot card. Wait, where's my media assets? There we go. Let me see. Is she here? There she go. Right there. Okay. This little crab right here. So these are subconscious thoughts that are rising from the subconscious, from your water. This water is supposed to be the subconscious. And right here, she's shining a light on the shit that's coming forward. So that's what this moon in Scorpio is doing. So emotions that you thought you moved past, situations that you try to make peace with, people that you've been quiet about, but internally you already know that something isn't sitting right. Yeah, this is this moon. That is this moon. Scorpio doesn't let you fake the feeling. It doesn't let you stay comfortable in something that's already expired. Scorpio brings up the shit that you've been avoiding. Scorpio brings up the stuff that you've been suppressing. So what you already know is over. What you already know is over, but maybe you haven't fully accepted yet. Yeah, Scorpio's pulling that shit out by the roots. So, and what makes it even deeper is that this isn't just about tonight. This is about the whole month of May is being set up, because May is starting off with a Scorpio full moon, and it's going to be ending with another full moon in Sagittarius. And babies, that is a full cycle. We're starting with the release. That's Scorpio. We're releasing all the bullshit that no longer serves us. And then, it's going to bring us truth, and we're going to be doing emotional clearing. And then we're ending with Sagittarius with expansion, with movement and new direction. So right now, you're going to ask yourself something right now. What are you letting go of right now? Because this shit right here, this is not random. And what it's doing, it's making space for what you're about to go to next. Right now, the bullshit that you let go of before the end of the month is going to make room for your next level up, for your expansion, for your glow up, for your next chapter. And again, tonight, this isn't just any full moon. This is the flower moon. This moon is tied to growth. It's tied to rejuvenation. It's tied to fertility. But growth is not soft, and growth is not comfortable. Real transformation is going to make you uncomfortable. Real transformation is going to leave its mark, and that's the kind of energy that requires you to release something first. So tonight, this isn't about manifesting in a surface level way. This is about clearing shit out. This is about letting go. This is about being honest with yourself. This is about seeing shit for what it really is without trying to sugarcoat it. And if things feel heavy tonight, if something feels emotional, if something feels like it came out of nowhere, it didn't. No. That shit didn't come out. That shit did not come out of nowhere. It's been sitting in you. It's been waiting for you to acknowledge it. So let me talk about what this energy is actually doing, because this Scorpio full moon is very precise. The Scorpio full moon is focused. It's not scattered. And it's here to end something. It's here to shift you. So energetically, let me see. Let me go back to my media assets, y'all. Let me see if I've got this card up in the media assets. Energetically, this moon, oh, where are you at? Where are you at? Are you here? Aha, there we go, babies. There we go. This moon, this Scorpio full moon, is very associated with death. Not the literal death. Not literal death, but endings, closures, releases that needed to happen. And some of you already know what it is. And there's a lot of fire in the sky right now. So emotions are going to be running hot. So you all might be feeling very reactive. Some of you may feel very impatient. Some of you may feel like you are on the edge, but at the same time, strength is here. There's strength here. And it's the kind of help that it's the kind that helps you actually change something instead of just thinking about it. And your relationships, my little terabytes, your relationships, they're going to be under a spotlight right now. You all are going to be deciding for yourself who matters, who doesn't matter, where do you stand, what's real, or what's comfortable and familiar. So this energy is going to be bringing up a lot of shadow work. This moon is going to bring up some emotional release. The truth is going to be revealed. Y'all are going to have to let go of some shit, and y'all are going to have to clear away some old patterns. You all are going to have to feel something fully so you can finally move through it. Because a lot of us, we've been practicing avoidance, and avoidance isn't growth. Avoidance is just, how do I want to say it? It's fear dressed as control. We feel because we can avoid it, we're in control. No, baby. No. So, if we look at this through like the energy of the tarot, like I said, we got the moon. What's been hidden? What's starting to rise up? What emotions are coming up from underneath? The things that we push down, and those things that we push down, they're not going to be pushed down anymore. And then again, we hit death, something ending, something for real, not temporary. This card is not the let me think about it shit. No. This is done. This shit right here is done. Let me see if I got one more. There we go. Wait a minute. Judgment. Hold on, y'all. We got judgment. We got clarity. We're finally waking up to shit. We see things differently and we move differently because of it. So in plain language, this is going to be an emotional reset. This is going to be a renewal of the mind so that something very real can start taking root. Because like I told you, this is the flower moon. So things are about to blossom. So let me tell you, when shit hits you deep, it's usually been sitting in your subconscious for a very long time. And this is your mind and your body trying to clear all this shit out and not push it. It's not punishing you. It's going to release you. And the breakthrough here's going to be the breakthrough. You are going to stop avoiding what you feel. And you are finally going to face what needs to change. That's your breakthrough. And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this to you, my tarot bites. Your healing is going to be on the other side, on the answer to this question. And that is, what have you been avoiding? Your healing is on the other side of that question. What have you been avoiding? So in this moment, y'all, the message is going to be very, very simple. I am transforming and I release what no longer belongs in my life. That's what the Scorpio moon is asking you. I am transforming and I release what no longer belongs in my life. Now, let me get into who this is going to hit really hard. Because wait a minute. Taurus, where you at, Taurus? Is this Taurus? Here we go. Taurus. Taurus, this is going to be hitting your relationships, but not on a surface level. This is going to be some real dynamic shit between you and other people. For my Tauruses, y'all going to be asking what's equal and what isn't. What have you been tolerating just to keep things stable? Because you like peace. You like security. But this Scorpio moon, my Tauresians, this Scorpio moon is showing you where you've been choosing comfort over truth. And now that's not working for you anymore. Some of you all are going to need to speak up. Some of you are going to need to be very honest about how you actually feel. And for some of you, you realize a connection has already run its course. Some of you Tauresians are going to realize that this shit is no longer working for me. And you've just been holding on to it because it's comfortable. So with this Scorpio moon, my Tauresians, this shift, you're going to stop calling something stable when it's actually just familiar. So that's what this Scorpio moon is going to be doing for you. Leos, come to the front of the class because Scorpio got something for your ass right here. Come through, Leos. There we go. How you doing, Leo? Oh, shit. How you doing, Leo? Damn. Leo, this is going to be hitting your home. Leo, this Scorpio moon is going to be hitting your home. This Scorpio moon is going to be hitting your foundation, your private world, the emotional side of you that people don't always see. Old patterns are going to be coming up. Family dynamics, past situation, shit that shaped you, and you all are going to feel this very strongly. But you're not meant to react in the same way. You're meant to understand it, and then you are meant to release it. That's what you Leos are there for. That's what the Scorpio moon is doing for you, you Leos. And this is about rebuilding your emotional foundation so it can actually support who you want to be in this moment, not who you had to be before. So for this Scorpio moon, my Leos, your shift is going to be this. You can stop carrying that emotional weight that doesn't belong to you anymore. You can let that shit go. You can let that shit go. And wait a minute. And oh shit. Hold on for a second. I lost my place. And my vibe tribe, I want you all to see something. How funny is it that once I put on the sexy Leos, here comes Sale. All right. You think that's coincident? I think not, but I digress. Let me go on with the rest of this shit. Scorpios. Where's my Scorpios? This is your moon. This is your moon, Scorpios. This right here is your moon. So this is going to hit you directly. This is going to hit your identity. This is going to hit your emotions. This is going to hit your truth. This Scorpios, this moon is going to be your mirror. And it's going to show you it's going to show you everything clearly. It's going to show you the shit that you've outgrown. It's going to show you the shit that you've been holding on to. It's going to be showing you that version of you that is done. And yeah, this is going to feel very heavy, Scorpios, but this is also your power. Because Scorpios, the truth of the matter is, you all were built for transformation. And Scorpios, this moon, this is going to be a full shedding of the old habits, a full shedding of the old attachments, a full shedding of the old identities. And your shift for this Scorpio moon, my Scorpios, is simply going to be this. You can stop trying to hold on to who you used to be. You can stop trying to hold on to who you used to be. And it's safe for you to fully step into who you are now. Scorpios, you can let that shell go. You outgrew that shell. You can grow, Scorpios. You do not have to remain there. And this Scorpio full moon is telling you what to do right now. Last but not least, my sign, the Aquarians. Yeah, my aquas, my water babies. This one is going to hit your career. This one's going to hit your direction. This is talking your long-term path. Give me a second, y'all. I want to take a drink. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. For my Aquarians, for my aquas, you all might be questioning everything right now. And it's going to come out like this. It's going to be like, is this really what you want? Are you aligned? Is what you're doing right now, is it aligned with who you are now? And if it's not, you all are going to feel that pressure. Aquas, you're going to feel some discomfort. You're going to have a restless energy, and that shit is not random. It's not misalignment. It's it's misalignment that's being exposed. And this is bigger than just a job. This is now your purpose. This is now your direction. This is about your legacy. So my aquas, under the Scorpio moon, you stop settling for a path that you've outgrown, and you start choosing one that actually fits who you want to be, who you are now. So yeah, now, and I can speak to that personally. I can speak to that personally. But before I let you all in my business, let me tell you this. Let me say this. So overall, this is what you need to do with this energy. So what you all need to do is let yourself feel what comes up. The moment we feel discomfort, we want to fix it. Baby, sometimes we got to sit with that discomfort. Sometimes we got to sit with that discomfort. Sometimes you got to sit there with your cup of coffee and say, discomfort, all right, let's hash this shit out. And it ain't cute. It ain't cute. Half the time, once you acknowledge that discomfort, once you tell discomfort, I realize you're here, discomfort goes away. Sometimes discomfort needs to have a discussion. Sometimes discomfort needs to be spoken to. What are you doing here? What do you want? We dealt with that. I thought we were done. What are we still doing here? And when you answer those, every time you answer, discomfort starts looking for her purse. She starts looking for her coat so she can find her way out. And that's how we got to do shadow work. So let yourself feel what comes up. Be honest about what needs to end. A job, a friendship, a relationship, family ties, whatever it is. Do not suppress what you feel. Do not act or do not react off of impulse. We got to be intentional. We got to be methodical about the shit. And don't hold on to something that's clearly over. I'm gonna say this to y'all. A lot of times, my terabytes, you all broke your own heart by watering shit that was already dead. Y'all broke your own heart by holding on to shit that was no longer there. So under this Scorpio moon, let it go. Let it go. In the chat, just right. Let it go if you ready to let go of the shit that no longer serves you. Just put it in the chat. Let it go. Let it go. All right. So now, when you sit with this tonight, ask yourself this: what am I being asked to release so I can move forward honestly? Because again, these feelings are not random, and this is going to be the first of 2 moons in this month. We start with Scorpio. Deep, emotional, releasing, and then we end in Sagittarius, moving forward, expanding, and stepping into something new. So whatever you're dealing with right now, this is the clearing. This is the emotional truth. This is the part where you let go of what you can't, or of what cannot come with you to your next level. Because by the end of the month, you're not meant to be in the same place. You're not meant to be in the same place mentally. You are not meant to be in the same place emotionally or in your life. And how you handle this moment, how you handle this Scorpio moon, that's going to set the tone for everything else that's going to follow. So there we go. That's all I got to say on this here Scorpio moon. Now wait a minute, let me see what we got comments. Oh, Sherry said, "Let it go." Yep. What's this? Is saying hello to Sal. Okay. So that is that. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody wants to come up and share something? Wait a minute. Guess what I got up in here? So we seem to be quiet tonight, so that's fine. We'll start off with one. We'll start with a we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna start shuffling these cards. But let me say this, y'all. So I'm an Aquarian, and you know what I was talking about, the Aquarians is very, very true. Because hold on. Give me a second. Hello? Hi. Who's this?
It's Mariana.
Hey, Mariana, talk to me, baby.
Yes. Hi. Are you doing any reads or?
I'm pulling these cards out right now, Mama. I'm pulling these cards out right now, baby. You need something? You need something read right now?
Yes, please.
All right. You want to talk to me?
Yes.
All right. This Scorpio moon, baby. What's coming through?
Yeah. What's coming through? What awaits me? I think in general, mostly I will have questions about my health.
Oh, okay. All right. What else, baby?
And just general, what awaits me? What's coming in this month or in the next couple of months?
Darling, we're gonna okay. Miha, I'm gonna say this to you, baby. All right. I am not okay. I can do a general reading, but for like health stuff, I do not play with the health because hold on, baby. Let me say this to you. Number one, thank you for coming on up. I'm gonna say, baby, so here it is. Now, this is just me. There are some things that are out of our control, but there are some things that are very much in our control. And I do believe, and not everyone has to believe this, baby. I do believe that body follows mind.
Yes.
I believe that body follows mind. And so with that being said, Mama, I fully believe that we are in control of our health. So if there are imbalances, and I'm not trying to be woo-woo on you, all right? Because I live in the real world. I do believe, however, that our body, our cells, I do believe that it reacts to the thoughts that we are sending it.
Yes.
Now, I believe that there's a place for medicine. I
Mhm.
do believe that there's a place for medicine, and that is to help facilitate. But I believe the real doctor, when it comes to our life, our world, and our affairs and our bodies, I believe that comes from that space that's in between our ears. And I believe the thoughts that we're thinking and the thoughts that we are giving the cells of our body, I think that has anything to do with our overall health. So I'm gonna shy away from the health, but I'm gonna I will get some cards down and we'll see what goes from there. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm fine with that.
All right, Mama, give me 1 second because I wanted to get another deck. Give me 1 second, baby. Give me 1 second. And hold on. Mrs. Stevens, I'm gonna put you up on the stage. Say what you gotta say while I'm looking for this other deck.
Okay.
What's up, baby?
Oh, I wanted to tell you something. So I meant to tell you when I was on the first time. This week I had a weird week. This morning, it was like Wednesday or whatever. So my mother was getting ready to go to work or whatever, and something told me to look out the window. So it was this man who had a dog loose or whatever. And so the guy, he went berserk on my mother. He went berserk. Yeah. And so what happened was I ran out there. I didn't take my phone with me. I don't know why I didn't. And I grabbed her and I told her, come in the house, come in the house. And then he was just going berserk saying, oh, he's your problem, and all this other stuff. And it scared the mess out of me. And I think that the man had a mental problem.
Yeah.
I think he had a mental problem, and he never. And the one thing I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed this, when people who have like mental problems, when they go off on you, they make sure they get the fuck. They don't come back no more.
I remember something, Mr. Stevens. You got to remember here. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand. Here it is. Think about this word, lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first 4 letters in that word?
Luna.
Stop. What is that? Luna.
Moon.
That's when this moon was climbing. So whenever we get into a full moon, whenever we come into a new moon, shit's gonna go off kilter. So you were in alignment, your instincts were correct, and I know that your mom was happy that you was there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. If it's okay, if you can, could you give me a card, please, Miss Ronnie?
Yes, baby. But I want to get this young lady first. She's new to our channel.
Okay.
I want to get her first. Okay. All right, and I'll get you back up. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. All right, Miha, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, baby. So listen. This is the power of surrender, and you inspired me. You inspired me because for whatever reason, Miha, I felt like if there's something that you got to let go of before you can move forward, these cards are gonna give it to me, and then. The general readings, they was going to come from Yasmin Bolin, and that was her Moonology messaging cards. And do not ask me why. But I've got these. This one was on the tarot table, and this one is the mystical healing cards. So, sweetie, you were in alignment. Baby. So let me just get some energy in these cards, and we're gonna get ready. While I'm shuffling, baby, I just want you to take a few deep breaths. I want you to get into your body real good. I want to see if we can make a connection and see what these cards got to tell us. All right?
Yeah.
All right, baby. And Miss Sherry, I see you. You're going to get one, baby. All right. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Give me a second, baby. I'm trying to adjust so that you can see these cards.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. All right, baby. Mama, I need a new camera. So bear with me, baby. So I'm just gonna. Here we go. You can't see them, but I'm gonna bring the cards up to the camera so you can. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm shuffling that. And that first deck was the Power of Surrender cards. This second deck that I'm shuffling right now, this is the Yasmin Bolton Moonology messaging. And then these are the Mystic Healing cards from Ainea Segal. All right, and there we go. So mija, I'm pulling from left to right. And here we go. So right off the bat, baby, right off the bat. Oh, all right, sweetheart. So this card right here says surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered, and hear someone out, and then offer a clear and non-defensive response. With this right here, it's this card right here has just been telling me that too many times there's been not too many people that have been on your side, or that or when you should have been champion, you were out there on your own having to fight these battles for yourself. And now it stays with you. It's like an imprint. You know, we're always ready. What's coming now? You know, oh, here comes this bitch. What she got to say to me now? And that's not a character defect. That is a trauma response. And baby, a lot of us, especially women, a lot of us walk around with this. Okay, so we got to let that go. Now, from the Moonology messaging, this said, baby, take a risk. This card says take a risk. Okay, and before I go any further, this is my front page. This is the middle of the book. What's our ending? And this card right here, it says, it says contemplate death and beyond, but we're not talking literal death. All right. People hear that word and they get nervous, or people see that tarot card and they start freaking out. We're not talking literal death. A lot of times, right off the bat, mija, this is talking about an ego death. This is talking about the death of the shit that is no longer working for you. And then with this card, it says take a risk. Mama, these cards right here, what they're telling me is that you don't have to be strong anymore. Or not even that you don't have to be strong anymore. You don't have to keep proving it. You've survived everything that came your way. And now, where it says contemplate death and beyond, this card right here, what would your life feel like, mija? What would it feel like if you could wake up in the morning and walk out your door with your shoulders down and just being able to be at ease?
Yeah.
And not have to worry about being 5 steps ahead because of some shit that happened to us when we didn't know any better.
True.
Right here, mama, this right here, take a risk. This is universal mind saying, baby, you survived all that. You survived all that. What is it, baby? What is it that anybody could either say to you? What is it that anybody could even do to you that they haven't said or you've not survived already?
True. Yeah.
You're standing tall. You're standing tall. You've got the strength. Now we've got to ease back into life. Now we've got to be we got to bring some grace back into it. Not everybody, and girl, I live in the real world too, mija. I live in the real world too. Not everybody's out to get us. Not everybody's out to get us. And baby, at this point in the game, your bullshit detector has been so finely honed. You know, you can tell when it is, but not everybody is coming at that. And mija, I'm saying this next portion. I'm holding your hand while I'm saying this. Sometimes, baby, we are the problem. Sometimes we bring our bullshit into new situations, and the environment is then now going to react in the energy that we bring forward. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, baby, I'm not telling you to be anybody's punk. I'm not telling you to step down from who you are. I'm just simply saying that, you know what? If you just exhaled a little bit, it, así con un poco de gracia, just a little bit of grace,
Yes.
I think things would start. When you start easing up, life will start easing up. You've already won the battles, Mama.
Yeah.
You've all, Mija, you're the general. You're the general. And with everything that you survived, Mija, for everything that we come through, the environment around us on a psychic level knows, oh, she's not the one to be fucked with. So let that energy do the speaking. You don't have to keep co-signing. I think, and baby, when we're always preparing for the worst, when we are always in defense mode, Mama, that again, that transpires into your life, your world, and your affairs, and that could be your health. The universe always speaks to us in whispers, and when we hear that whispers, it's going to yell, and when we don't hear that yell, we're going to feel that poke. And baby, our health is a direct influence. It's the universe lets us know what we've been ignoring through our health. It's a way to slow us down and for you to take notice.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
You good, Mama?
Yeah. Very good.
Baby. Thank you for letting me read for you, baby. And please like the video, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right. You have a great night, baby. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, love. Bye. All right. There we go. All right. So I dropped the link. Come on up, anybody. Come on up. Y'all see how that worked? I was only going to do one deck, and then I got inspired. I had to go and I'm so glad my collection is right next to me. So there we go. All right, Mr. Stevens, you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Oh.
All right, baby. All right, here we go. Let me get this together. Okay, wait a minute, and we got Miss Autumn coming right up here too. All right, there you go, babes. There you go, sweetheart. All right, I got you both. But here we go. Here we go. Let me do it, Mr. Stevens. Stevens, take a deep breath. Mr. Stevens, get into your body. Some energy. Yeah, I need a better camera. All right. From left to right, Mr. Stevens, here we go. Miss Stevens.
Yes.
Right off the bat. Surrender to non-action. Not everything that happens, not everything needs a response. Sometimes, Miss Stevens, you just gotta sit back and look at people crazy. You gotta let crazy be crazy. You gotta let crazy be crazy, Mr. Stevens. And you're like, if with this card, Mr. Stevens, with this card, I would say this. All you say is, yes, I recognize you crazy. You crazy. Okay? And let it be done at that. And let it be done with that. Cut your losses. I wonder who we talking about with that.
Josh.
And then I wasn't about to put your business out there, but okay. Please note how I glossed over that, okay? And then this card right here, it says, listen to your intuition. Wait a minute. There we go. Listen to your intuition, and this is card number 2. and the numerological aspects of the number 2, we are talking about choices. We are talking about coupling. We are talking about, decisions and left, yin and yang, up and down, all those things. So you know what to do, Mr. Stevens. You let go, you cut your loss and let it be what the fuck it's going to be. It's going to open up your bandwidth, because at this point, Mr. Stevens, all I can say is this. With the energy that you have been investing on a boat going nowhere, where could you have been had you placed that energy somewhere that was going to give you a return on your investment? That's it. That's all.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, baby. All right.
Bye.
As always, thank you for always coming up, baby. Miss Allen, let's see what Universal Mind has to say to you while you over there giving us Empress right here. You're giving us Empress right now, okay? Luxuriating in your bedroom, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait. 2. You got 2 cards, baby. All right, here we go. Oh. Hold on. This card right here, Miss Allen,
Yes.
it says, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself.
Mm, 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 mm.
I didn't say it. Universal Mind did. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. It says right here, let go of limiting ideas about yourself and that originated from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life.
Wow. Wow.
Mama,
yeah.
Mama, some of the weight that we need to lose, it ain't about that second plate. Some of the weight that we got to lose is the shit that we brought on ourselves that we had no business picking up.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Now, when I reached for Yasmin Bolin, it was only supposed 2 cards came up. So you definitely got a message. And this card says the past. This card right here says, baby, this card, Mama, the past and forgiveness. Sherry, you got to forgive yourself for allowing shit that only time would have taught you. The past got nothing new to say. And sweetheart, it don't cost you a dime to go back to that old Sherry and say, I'm sorry. We can move forward now.
Yes.
Mama, you over here. You over here fighting for schools. You over here trying to fight for the future of babies that they're not yours. And yet you cannot give yourself grace. You got to let it go, baby. You got to let it go. And this last card right here, it says practice positivity. Oh, wait a minute. And this is card number 23. We know what 2 plus 3 is 5. And we understand that 5 is, I call 5 the Pandora box number. You know, when Pandora opened up that box, pestilence and all that came through. But at the very end, the last thing to come out of that box was hope. Was hope. You have been punishing yourself for all of the mistakes that you've made. You've been allowing people to remind you of the mistakes with and you are the one that's already paid the price. With that same energy, Autumn, you are now going to have to practice. You know what? My past does not define me. I don't live there anymore. And I'm not going to let anybody talk to me any kind of way no more. And it doesn't have to be with some gangster energy. It just has to be with this, how do I want to say, this nonchalant defenseness. So, you know, you did X, Y, and Z. Yes, I did. And if somehow that impacted you, you know what? If you can forgive me, we can do better. If not, stay mad.
Absolutely.
Stay mad. You are going to have to allow them what they want to do. You cannot keep taking it on the chin.
Yes.
No, ma'am. Right here, baby. Right here. The heart of this reading was the past and forgiveness.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to forgive our past. We're going to do it backwards. We're going to practice positivity because we're going to forgive our past. And we are going to surrender these old, outdated beliefs about ourselves. We don't live here anymore. No matter, Autumn, if we read them from left to right or right to left, the message is still the same.
Yes, it is.
The message is still the same. Baby, there's a level for you. And the only way that you're going to elevate, Miss Autumn, is if you let that bullshit go. It cannot fit where you're going. It cannot fit where you're going.
And I know that. Yes. Absolutely.
And Autumn, I'm gonna say this to you, baby, and do not answer. Do not answer. This is just food for thought. I do not want your shit out here on this internet, but I want to give you some food for thought. When you get a moment, I want you to do this, baby. I want you to step into your life as it would feel like, where nobody was constantly bringing up the bullshit from the past. What would that feel like? And how much lighter would you feel knowing you can walk through life, knowing that the past no longer had any kind of ties on you? What would that feel like? You know? How much more energy would you have to accomplish goals that you wanted if you did not have to constantly come back and give yourself spiritual and emotional triage? That's for you to answer. Don't answer that here. I don't want nobody knowing your business. And I do not want anybody that's in my life ever to be in a position of vulnerability. But that's the homework question for you.
Okay.
That's the homework question for you. All right.
Got it.
Mama, listen, Autumn, I know I've not been doing readings, but I could tell you this. I do remember the readings in the past. The themes are always the same. The themes are always the same. Universal mind letting you know that there's a place for you. All you got to do is decide that you are worthy to walk into it.
Yes.
That's it. Autumn, when you can emotionally, mentally, and spiritually walk into that next level, no school that you want to save will be closed. Not a one. Because you will be right there in alignment. You will be right there in alignment. With this project, you gave as much energy as you could. You gave as much energy as you could. How much more energy would you have had you not always had to be doing first aid for Sherry?
Right.
So there we go.
Thank
Mama,
you.
you good? You
I'm
good?
I'm good.
All right.
Thank
I
you
love
so
you.
much.
All
Love
right,
you
sweetie.
too.
Hey, y'all. So listen, let me share this with y'all. So you know when I was talking about the Aquarians and how this supermoon was doing all that. So I want to share a story with you all. So last week, one of my clients, she referred a friend to me, and I don't know where she went to, but I'm here to tell you something, baby. They jacked Mama's hair up. They jacked her hair up. And of course, I was able to make something out of it. To make a long story short, I was able to give her a shag and she loved it because they fucked her hair up. But with all that being said, let me say this. We got to talking and come to find out that she works in cannabis. She works on the corporate side. And I was like, oh, how fabulous, because, I'm a huge fan. Towards the end, she said, Ronnie, you would make a great bud tender. And you know what? I would make a great bud tender. So, as it would have it, I was speaking to a friend of mine. I was like, you know what? I'll call my friend James. I said, James, you know what? A client said I would make a great bud tender. James comes out and he goes, Ronnie, my downstairs neighbor happens to be the manager of 3 dispensaries. He gave me the young man's phone number. The young man said, please call me anytime. Y'all, I kid you not, we were on the phone for 3 hours. And I am more solid than I have been. I'm very grateful for the job that I have right now. Well, first off, I love my clients, so I'm always going to be doing hair. But the other job, when the chair is slow, the one that helps me supplement my bills, very grateful for it. I'm very, very grateful for it, but that's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be. I had some great experiences there. There were some wonderful people I met there, but that's not where I want to be. That's where I don't want to be there. I do not hide it. I don't make it a secret. Baby, I am one with the herb. And I think those are my people. And in Chicago, with the right qualifications, and I probably have them, you can start off at $25 an hour plus tips, but that's not where I want to end up at. I had a career in Chicago nightlife with production and things of that nature. So with that being said, there might be a position or a place for me to do events that are cannabis based. So that's where I'm going to be headed to. So again, with this full moon in Scorpio, yeah, we're feeling it. We're feeling it. So that is that. So with all that being said, let me do this. Let me drop the link one more time. And if anybody else wants to reading, fine. If not, we will end this. Y'all feel what's coming up. Do not avoid it. Sit with it. Talk with it. Dissect it, take away its power, because at the end of May, we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is it's all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. So there we go. All right. We're going to go once. Nobody wants a reading twice? No? All right. All right, so we're going to end this. You all, thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you for allowing me to do readings for you all. You all are in my prayers. again, you know, if it don't serve you, it ain't got no business being in your psyche. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. And with that being said, Sal, Mr. Stevens, oh my God, we had a new guest. Oh God, wait a minute. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's here? Kiki Laws. Kiki Laws. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. You all stay blessed, and we'll do this again. All right. All right. Have a great Saturday. Have a great Sunday. Stay in alignment.